Hi guys. Oops, that was a bit loud, I think. Hi guys, I'm here. Oh, just had to make a quick cup of tea, guys. Oh, Jesus, that was a bit loud. Right, hold on. At least I know my mic's working. Right, welcome. Let me get off this screen. How you guys doing today? Yeah, I just wanted to try this out and I thought I'd stream it as I'm playing it anyway. So welcome to Mr. Budman. Yeah, I've already got the build. I had a suggestion already from ChatGPT on how to make an Anaconda build, combat Anaconda, because I did say I was going to refit this one out, and it came up with something that on paper appeared to be pretty devastating, but it referred to it as a glass cannon build. I've never heard that term before, glass cannon. Basically, if you don't know, a glass cannon build is apparently a ship that can kick some major ass, but it can't really take it. So it's quite fragile. The shields and the hull may not be great, so it's a little bit glass, fragile. Ooh, let me get that crap off the screen 1 second. Bye-bye. So, whilst it can dish out punishment, it can't take a lot of punishment. Now, the idea behind that is that the ship is so devastating, apparently, that the ship that it is attacking doesn't get the chance to cause any damage to it. I think that's the idea behind it. Now, that would be an interesting thing to try. Basically what it did, ChatGPT basically filled out the entire hard points with plasma accelerators, and as we know, they generate heat. I've never heard glass cannon before. Never heard of it. It's a term I've not heard of. It's a new one. So it was basically plasma accelerators engineered up to the eyeballs, and it told me something I've never heard of before. So again, this is stuff I'm learning about with Elite Dangerous. But I'll get to that in a sec. I don't think we're going to do that build. I've asked it to do something a bit more traditional for me. Plasmas are still involved, but I didn't fancy the glass part because I know as I'm not the best pilot in the world, and these ships are not the most agile in the world or in the galaxy, and so I figured when I do some combat I will be getting shot at, because you know me, I like to turn around, face the enemy face to face and fire at him head on, and even use some ramming technique, and a glass Anaconda isn't going to really do that for me. But it would be an interesting build to try, no two ways about it. So if anybody wants that build, the problem is ChatGPT has been saying, oh, here is an text import build you can use for Coriolis or ED Shipyard, and none of them work. I can't import it, so I'm just going to have to work off the build. Now what I'm going to do is build it in Odyssey Material Helper first, and then we'll see what materials are needed, and hope that if this does work as a better build, it's not going to be a complete waste of materials. Anyway, so who else is with us? Mr. Budman, welcome, sir. How are you doing? George Velasquez, hi George. Hi, welcome. Duchess Elysium. What? Matcha green? Oh, talking of which, colours. I'm going to change the livery on this ship. This one's boring me. Dismissive drive-by posting in a sensitive topic. Glass cannon is commonly used term in games with builds. Ideally build all damage and no defense. Fragile but deadly. Yes, exactly. That's what I found out that it was. But again, like I said, never heard it before. Never heard it before. Mr. Holland, how you doing, Gray? Welcome. Good evening, good evening. He likes white. Oh, it depends on the ship. Yeah, it depends on the ship. I think some ships suit the tactical ice. Gray, if you go to the Shure website main page, they've got a new microphone. Is it MJ71 or something? Something like that. It's meant to be a smart microphone. It has a USB-C and an XLR socket underneath. Does that then mean... It says it's a smart microphone and doesn't need an external something, and that if I plug in, and it's got a USB-C socket. Does that mean I can go USB-C to USB-A and just plug it straight in and stuff? Oh, they were asking about my tea. Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. Yes, this is Clipper. It's Clipper White Organic Tea. Sorry, I thought you were on about the livery. Yeah, Clipper White Organic. Clipper is the brand and White Organic is the tea. Half a sugar, no milk. I'll tell you what I had yesterday. I didn't have it in a drink. I had it on crackers. Bovril, the beefy extract. Oh, I had it on some crackers yesterday. Oh, it's been too long since I did that. And I'm going to make a beefy drink at some point. Right, okay guys, so this is my Anaconda. I'm going to show you the current build and show you why we're getting a refit. I wouldn't be surprised if there was legacy engineering on this as well. So we're going to store some of this stuff. We have two multis. Then we've got Seeker engineered, pre-engineered, so they're getting stored. We've got Seeker missiles. And then a beam laser, two of those small ones. Probably thermals, are they thermal vented? Yeah, they're not going to do a lot. Now, I'm not into more than two weapons unless... And I said this to ChatGPT, I said, don't give me a build with more than two weapons unless there is a clear advantage in doing so. Like it makes a hell of a difference to do so. Otherwise, don't. And I've told it today, stay away from the glass cannon build. Give me something that's strong and give me... I asked it, I said, what's the best weapon for stripping? I know the answer. I mean, what's the best weapon for stripping shields? It's pretty much the burst lasers, the pulse lasers, and certainly the beam laser. So, the advantage of the beam laser is that it pairs nicely with the plasmas. And then I said, you know, what's good for stripping hulls down? Again, multi-cannons we know are very good for that. Rail guns and plasmas, right? So they're very good for stripping. Because shields will withstand thermal very well. So you want to hit... hold on a minute. No, sorry. Shields withstand kinetic, so you want to hit them with thermal damage. And hull resists... Oh... Well, it's the other way around anyway. You're in the hate it category. Oh, for the Bovril, you mean? The beefy Bovril drink? I love it. I've never heard... What's matcha? Oh, hi Shaggy Din, by the way. Oh, I like it, yeah. I mean, it was either Marmite or Bovril, but I thought it's a slightly different thing, obviously, but... I thought with Bovril you can get a teaspoon of it, put it in a mug and put some boiling water in and have a nice beefy drink. So, oh, it was nice. You only have to spread it super thin though, right? Because it's really strong. Right, let me pull up. Where are we? Window. We need Odyssey Material Helper. There we go. Odyssey Material Helper is so good for this stuff. Okay, and I've got to sift through all of ChatGPT's flump to find out where it posted the build. It's up there in the text somewhere. Good evening, Mr. T. How you doing? Jasmine green. I've tried so many different teas, mostly fruit teas, herbal teas, and stuff like that. I like the stuff like I've got one downstairs which is really nice. It's peppermint and licorice. Oh, that's nice, guys. Or I like peppermint and nettle. Nettle tea is good. And ginger tea. I like all that stuff. Anyway, right, so yeah, this is my current build. You can see, you can't see, let me just make sure you can see. Where is it? Okay, so there you go. So my current shield strength is 3859 and 2827 on the armor. Apparently this is going to increase with this build. According to ChatGPT, I should be looking around 4,000 for each. So let's see. And I think it's using shield cell banking, which is something I don't normally do. I don't bother with it because it generates a lot of heat. Now I think the thinking behind the build it's come up with is to have a large thermal vented beam laser to keep the ship cool, which helps with the heat management when you're firing plasma. Right, what was that thing I was going to tell you about, the thing it came up with? Oh, yeah, right. So, on the first build it came up with, the glass build, it was chatting about the... Hold on, let me just go up to where it is, because there's so much chat on here from this thing. It doesn't have drone on. And then it keeps asking you, would you like this? Would you like that? What about if I did this? You know, so you keep saying yes, and then you run out of your session for the day. Where are we? Plasma. Okay, right. So, apparently, the way it had the experimentals on the plasmas was thermal conduit, right? Now, we know that plasmas cause heat when you fire them. And apparently, if you heat up your ship, yes, beyond 100%, to somewhere like between 80 and 120%, the more heat that's in your ship when you fire. So let's say your ship's running a little bit hot. We're not talking about 200, 300%. We're talking about 120-ish% heat. So your modules are getting affected as well, sure. But apparently, with a thermal conduit, it takes your ship's heat and sends it to your target via the plasmas, which causes even more damage to them because your ship's hot. So that's, if that's correct, then that's a new thing I've learned. Yeah. Oh, Mr. T, yeah, I'm okay today. I mean, I've had better days, I've had worse ones. Hey Andy, how you doing, mate? I tell you what, I've not had for a while. It's an oldie drink, but I like it. Ovaltine. It's got a nice taste to it. Oh, it's my first tea of the day. I'm in one of those states right now, right, where I wake up and I ask, I'm not going to say the word in case you guys have got one in the room, but that pod from Amazon that you can talk to, that thing, begins with A. And I ask it, what time is it? And she tells me it's 8:30. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, early start to the day, let's go. but it's 8:30 in the evening. That's where I am right now. That's where I am. I don't know if it's PM or AM or PM. Rocket Boy, it's all in the title, mate. On the title. We're going to take a look at a Anaconda refit. I just did the ASP. The ASP turned out okay. Yeah, I'm okay with it. It's okay. But we're going to get AI to build this Anaconda and see what it comes up with. You made elite trading today. Well done. Well done. Congrats, Sir N68. Nice one. I feel good, but you are of course... Oh, of course, higher. Yeah, well, I was elite to... I don't remember how I got to the elite 1 bit, unless I was doing another CG. It was probably, right, shipping... I don't know if it counted or not. I don't think it did. Remember when we were building all those space stations and stuff? And we had to pick up stuff and transport? I don't think that counts, right? Because when you get to the other side, you're handing in the materials to build a station with. You're not handing it into the commodities. So I don't think that counts as trading. So I'm not really sure where I got the Elite 1 from. But I whizzed through Elite 1 to Elite 2 with that Type 11. Oh, and the Type 11 is now buildable on Coriolis. They finally got it in there, so you can find it on ED Shipyard and Coriolis both now. So that's a good thing. Okay, so let's have a looky. So this is the current build. These are the hard points. There's 3 of them. I can't remember whether we had Kathina having a hand in this build or not. I can't remember. I can't remember if this is one of hers or she had some input in this. I don't recall. It's possible, but I don't remember. We are shield boosted to hell. Kill warrant scanner for sure, because you want the credits, right? And the combat ranking that goes with the extra credits. So kill warrant scanner has to be in there. I think I told it, make sure there's a kill warrant scanner in there. Oh, I think it gave me the option. Yeah, so these are all engineered, so we might be storing a lot of these, because I don't know how it's wanting me to re-engineer the utilities. I haven't looked yet. And then let's go into modifications again. So we have the reactive surface, which, as you know, is pretty heavy. It adds an extra 78 tons, but it does add some hellish hull boost, as you can see here. It's pretty decent on that. Power plant is overcharged thermal spread. Thrusters, dirty drags, of course. Standard FSD. I don't know what the jump range on this is, but jump range isn't really that an important thing on this thing. Oh no! Too much pressure on the right mouse button. I barely have to touch it, and it does that. Where are we here? Life support, lightweight 5. So actually this isn't like the ASP, where some of it was only engineered up to grade 3 and stuff like that. But I want to see if this is all legacy or not, or some of it's legacy. So bi-weave. I think I might have instructed ChatGPT to stay with bi-weaves. Let's see what it's come up with anyway. A fighter hangar, eh? Look at this. What's going on here on a combat ship? What the hell would I want to put this on for? Because I have no fuel scoop? 128 extra fuel. Do you know what weight that's going to add? 128 tons. That's ridiculous. This is a crap build. Right, shield reinforcement. Okay, this is something that Kathina used to say was a good thing. And it is. These shield reinforcements really do boost your shields. We've got plenty on here. Guardian FSD booster. Again, jump range isn't important. Maybe we can use that slot somewhere else. SRV, not important on a combat ship. And a little tiny pointless hull reinforcement package. Yeah, we need to change this out, guys. This is ridiculous. That's what we have. I don't know what the hell I was thinking about with building this thing. Oh, final jump range on the ASP was about 62. But if I'd got, I think if I swap out for the V1s, the pre-engineered V1s, I think I get 65. We can actually look at that, you know. Oh, I know. I'm well aware of the downfalls of ChatGPT, but there's no AI out there that is going to be 100%, you know, not grok, not anything. They're all good. They've all got their little foibles. Talking of Star Citizen, I did I did download the latest version. Mine's up to date now. Plasma slug. Yeah, that used up your fuel, doesn't it? Right, let's see if we've got a livery for this, because I'm sick of looking at this one already. And I think we might be getting rid of the ship launch fighters and stuff. I don't know. I think I'd like to have a ship launch fighter. Maybe I'll ask it to put one in because... Or maybe we can put one in on the build. Because it will help my pilot level up. Because he's getting near the master level now. Is this Azure? That doesn't look too shabby. Yeah, not into that. It looks cool, but I wouldn't want to run with it, but it does look nice. Midnight Black. Don't want to put too many ships in Midnight Black. I've unlocked a lot of Anaconda stuff. Is this tactical? Oh, there you go, tactical eyes. It doesn't seem quite white enough, but I think it's just the these hangers are a little bit you know, they're a little bit dark. Iridescent gleam looks kind of cool. I'm not into the garish colors too much. Alright, so the galvanized ones, we've got malachite, which doesn't look too bad. The copper. Cobalt looked good in the previous lighting system that they used to have. Bronze. Brass. Getting the brasso out to clean it. The corroded ones, yeah. We've got tactical olive. Wasn't she in on the buses? No. Tactical cobalt. Oh my god. So is there any nice liveries that I haven't got? I've got 10,000 arcs. A lot of these are pack ones though, aren't they? You have to buy them as a pack. That doesn't look too bad. Oh, no thanks. What's this one? That's not too shabby for 5,000. He says, trying to get used to Frontier's prices. Hey, I don't mind that one. I don't mind that one. What is it? Icarus Grey. Wasn't he in a Charles Dickens novel? This is Icarus Grey. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, because I'm going to change... I'm even going to change the look of the ship as well as the build. Not into these at all. This doesn't do anything for me. Oh! Sorry guys, it's my right. I'm going to keep my finger off the button. This looks interesting. Does it work? Okay. What about this? The hull's too bright. Oof, no thank you. Need a darker hull, mate. Darker hull and brighter stripes. Wow. It's like the people who designed all these liveries are just sitting there in Hawaiian shirts and Hawaiian shorts. See, this looks like a combat vessel, just battleship kind of stuff. Yeah, we're getting into the older liveries now, aren't we? Ooh. See this? Where's this blue light? 10,000? This is like £5 per livery then. Oh, I like the look of that. The way the light just came off that just now. Can't see it because of that rotation. Steampunk Sulfur. It's an items pack? Oh, great. So what comes with it? Okay, so you get brass, iron, rivet, rust, steel and sulfur. And you get ship kit with it. Okay, well that's for 16.8. That's okay, that's probably not too bad. This is steampunk steel. Of course, you can only use one livery at a time though. There's the rust one. And I have no idea what the ship kit looks like. That's a possibility, isn't it? That steampunk one. And the Stygian one. White Apollo. That's a bit brighter. And Ferro is nice on Aspect Explorer, if I remember. I think it suits Aspect Explorer very well. Tungsten. Okay. Right, let's get to the build. So, in Odyssey Material Helper, let me just get my read-only. Where is it? Read-only Anaconda. Okay. This is my Zonta. This is the build before that. Yeah, indeed. Grok is based on telling the truth. There's another one. There's another AI that does that. It does proper fact checking. It's called free something. I think free. Not free speech. Yeah, it's free something. It's an AI that does its own fact checking and stuff like that. But I don't think that would be like if you want to research, say, current world affairs, political information, stuff like that. Maybe you'd use it for that. I'm not sure I would use it for an Elite Dangerous build. Oh yeah, if that's Sir N68's first elite rating, then yeah, he gets access to Shinrata, but it might not be his first one though. Okay, right. So let me have a look at my ChatGPT chat and see if I can, because it's recommended a few builds. I might just ask it to quickly post the build again. So I'm just going to ask it, post a new build again in summary format. Oh, I think it's not going to let me. I need to do a new chat or an upgrade. So that chat's run out. Why can't they just let me continue with the older ChatGPT then? Right, let's go down. Okay, so these are all the builds. I know you guys can't see this. I'm not going to show this. But these are all the builds for... these are all the builds for the EDSY and Coriolis that don't work. So it's saying that the proposed shield strength is going to be somewhere currently we're at 3859. The new one's going to be 32 to 36, but shield effective with res, what's this? Oh, resistances. Okay, so effective shield with resistances is going to be 4 to 4,500 megajoules, and then the whole, currently 2827, is going to be with resistances up to about 4,000. So it reckons. Let's see what Odyssey Material Helper reports when we get it built. Shield calculation, armor calculation. Okay, let's go further up. Up. Let's get past the code. I don't want to sift through that. Okay. Hard points, utilities. Right, shall we see what it's built, guys? Maybe we scrap this and just start from scratch. Just create a new ship. We're going to have to be careful, though, when I store. I have to be careful to make sure that I do store these Seeker missiles, because... Oh, you guys are missing the animations here. 1 second. Automatically hide the taskbar. Yeah, we don't need to see the taskbar. It just gets in the way. So if I go to desktop mode, where are you? This one. So now if I do it, it should show you the animations. There you go. So these, where it's got the little Chrysler symbol, we have to make sure we store those because they're community goal modules. And you can see it pops up and says community goal module. I think you can see that. Yep. Now the reason it does the animation is because you can see the green dot on there. It points you to exactly where that is located on the ship, which is kind of really nice. That's really cool. So you can see which ones are on the top, which ones are on the bottom, and even if you empty these out, it'll show you, I think. So let's do a new build. Quick create ship. Let's go to Anaconda. And yeah, so you can see here just by looking at it which slot they're going to go into. So if you want to say do a point defense, you want to make sure you've got one on the top, one on the bottom or something, then you can do it like this. This is really clever, really nice. I love the way it does this. Same with these. That looks like it's on the cargo hatch, doesn't it? Oh no, it's not. Those are the doors. Yeah. Those are the doors for the hard point. For the huge one. Ah, okay, I'm thinking, wait a minute, that's supposed to be on the top. But no, I'm thinking of the Corvette. Corvette has the huge on the top, right? 2 of them, I think. Okay. Yeah, this is cool. More bits. I just had ChatGPT how to get critical hits using deep research. Oh yeah, I'm not signed up to ChatGPT or anything, so I just have to use the free version. Yeah, but the new one you can do deep thinking, can't you? Which is cool. Right guys, let us run through this. Right, it says for huge select plasma. So we're going to be using plasmas. It seems to want me to go with plasmas because I've told it I want a ship that can decimate an enemy ship in the quickest time, basically. Yeah, but I don't want a glass build. I'd be interested in trying one, but it'd be nice if you could have like free engineering where you could just engineer one for free. Somehow using a quick method in Elite Dangerous and just for a test drive. You know, it's like buying a car and speccing which optional extras you want. You know, do you want the heated seats? Do you want this? Do you want that? And you just spec it up the way you want. Okay, so let's stick a plasma accelerando onto this. So plasma accelerator. Now we've got the advanced. I can't ask it whether we go advanced though, but I'm gonna go normal. So what are we looking at for huge? Isn't huge a class 4? So aren't we going to lose out here? And it hasn't specified gimbaled or fixed for the beam laser, has it? No, I think I'll go gimbaled on it. No, it hasn't specified that for anything. Okay, so for this then, we can't go higher than a 3. Oh yeah, for plasmas it's fixed, I know, but the beam laser isn't, and neither are the multi-cannons. Is it specifying multi-cannons? No. Yeah, the beam laser you can have anything, and it doesn't say, it hasn't mentioned it. Okay. So it looks like we're losing out on the Guardian plasma, right? But so we're gonna fit twin beams. Yeah, because you can fit a class 4 into. Oh, wait a minute though. I put the wrong one in anyway. Okay, why doesn't it like that? Aha, there you go. So the advanced only goes to a 3. Right, so it hasn't wasted a class. Right, so for the two large, the first two large, I guess. Oh, where are those placed? Yes, because we have 3 large and we're going to use 1 plasma and 2 beams. So we've got 1 on the bottom, 1 on the top, 1 on the top. Okay, so for these 2 we'll get beams on the top and the plasma on the bottom. Yeah? Yeah. So let's go plas. We'll do the engineering. Do we do the engineering as we go? No, we'll do it together. So this is plasma. So it says for 2 large, select beam. For 3rd large, select plasma accelerator. I'm just going with standard plasmas. I'm not going with the accelerated ones or any such thing like this. Not advanced ones, I mean, sorry. Yeah, I'm sure you're going to object to most of this, Sonta. We've all got our own ways of doing it, but the whole idea is to just see what the ship's going to be like with ChatGPT doing it. Now I am going to go with gimbaled beams because it's easy. Because if you're using thermal vent, if you're not hitting your target, you're going to heat up. So the way to ensure more that you're hitting your target is to do that. So here we can just press, is it shift or control? Oh, interesting. Oh, I thought you meant interesting like, what the hell's it doing putting that on? Thought you meant that. Okay, so we got those. Okay, so the beams, the twin beams are to keep the ship cold to manage the heat of the plasmas. Alright, so now we're coming across 2 mediums. Guess what we're having in those plasmas? So we can drop those from the large down to the mediums. And it automatically, oh, these animations. Yeah, so it changes the class all by itself. And then, oh, it hasn't even mentioned the smalls. Well, that's freaking interesting. It hasn't mentioned the small Yeah, it's keeping them empty. It says on it, small hardpoint, empty, empty. Oh, you think he would have done it the same? Oh, yeah. It's an interesting combo, isn't it? It's keeping these empty, though. The two small ones. That's interesting. Okay, let's see what the power output is at the end of this. Okay, interesting, interesting. Okay, let's go to utilities now, I think. So, add 4 shield boosters and engineering 2 with heavy and super. I think we've got a couple of those on our ship already. We certainly have got resistance, and we certainly have heavy duty. If we don't have the correct engineering on it, we can change it. Also, it's not stating whether to go with, unless it's on the shield booster. Right, it says OI, because it's not stating whether to go with A rated well, we've got A, B, C, D, E. This says OI. What? Okay. Should we just assume A rated then? So we're going to go with, I don't know. I'm amazed it didn't tell me. No wonder it wouldn't work with Coriolis. It does mention the ratings on the optionals though. It does do that. Shield booster. G5, G5. Okay, it's freaking interesting how it's worked this out. Right, hold on guys, because I've lost my place. Oh no, it is telling me. It is telling me. Okay, it is telling me. I had to find it in a very different place though. Right, so okay, so what it's done is, wait a minute, supercapacitors, G5. Oh, I see what you're saying. Right, okay, so for the heavy duties, it's using A rated. Okay, hold on. So, whoops. So we've got 2 A rated shield boosters. Then we have 2 E rated shield boosters. So what I'll do is I'll drag the A and convert it down to an E, and then drag that. These are for the resistance augmented ones. Then we've got 2, doesn't matter where they go. Actually, it does matter where the heat sinks go, because it matters where the point defense and the chaff go. Yeah, now then, where are we going to put that? We put a point defense on the back. Do we have anything in the middle? No. Interesting. Chaff, you can stick one on the arse, doesn't matter. But I think I could stick a chaff there and a point defense there. So I'm protected from behind or from the side. So in other words, let's drag these down to here, and we'll put chaff at the top and a point defense here. Ooh, hello. This is a community goal one. Do I have this? I don't know. Let's go standard though. It's just if I keep it standard and other people don't have the CG stuff, then they can still do the same build. And in the last two, yeah, pacifiers. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's, yeah. I might, let's see how the power is at the end of this, and we'll see whether we've got any power to put something else, and maybe something we can use just as a kind of peripheral weapon in case. Right, so let's have a look. Last two things, heatsink launchers, standard. We can go for the engineered ones, you know, the ones that give you an extra one, but for now let's just go with standard. Yeah, you got the pre-engineered ones here, but we'll just stick with these for now, see how quickly we go through them, because I'm hoping I'm not going to need them that much with the thermal vented lasers. Right, so again, we'll just fit everything out and then we'll come back and do the engineering. Oh, I know what we can do. Let's compromise on that. Let's go do it by section, hard points, core, optionals, and we'll do the engineering on the ones we've completed. So let's go up to weapons, and the huge plasma has got, oh my god, this is going to be a killer. Right, so this has got overcharge, with thermal conduit. It very much likes the thermal conduit, guys. Right, let's just make sure that is engineered up to 5. What's this? Is this power management? Because it's got a power symbol next to it. This is grade 5, right? I have to make sure when we do the you know, sending all the bills to the wish list. It says 5, but then if I wanted grade 4 engineering, oh, I think this is what it goes up to. I think that is what it goes up to. You can get it up to grade 5. And then this must be, because this could be power management though, because that has got a little power symbol next to it. But then why do they default to 3? Huh. I'm getting confused, guys. What's this all about? What's this grouping? So overcharge. Ah, okay. Here, overcharge to 5. If I say overcharge to 4. Ah, okay, so it is that. Right, so it's there. Understood. Now, on the large one, we have different. We want one. Have we only got one more large plasma? It's very different, isn't it? Because we've got the huge one there, the large one there, so they're firing both from underneath, and then the other two are firing from the top on the nose. That's going to be an interesting one. Right, so here we want grade 5 efficient. So only one of them have got the overcharged, which is the huge one. So that's going to create quite a bit of damage just by itself. Thermal conduit still? Nope. Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Where are you? Yes, they are. They all are. They all are. Right, so we've got 3 more plasmas to outfit. Okay, so that's efficient thermal. And so are the others. So if I hold down control and drag it to there and drag it to there. That's correct, yes. Three efficient plasmas, one overcharged plasma, and the beam lasers, well, we know those already. That's going to be grade 5 thermal vent. So efficient with thermal venting. And then just holding down control to drag it into the other one. And these two are empty. So how do I... Ah, okay, right click. There we go. Right, so that's all. That's just the weaponry. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I think the efficient is to just not have too much heat, but balanced out still with two beam lasers, which are, these are to strip the shields down, and then when the shields are down, the plasmas are to attack the hull. Although the plasmas are effective on shields as well. Right. Utility mounts then, let's get those engineered. So, shield booster, the twin A's have got, well, actually, chaff launcher, I don't think it's got anything. Point defense has got nothing. Shield booster's got nothing. Sorry, heatsink, point, and chaff have got no engineering. So shield boosters, we have 2 A's and 2 E's. The A's are both going with heavy duty supercapacitor. I think my old Anaconda has those, but we'll just double check. Okay, we'll pass this off to the other A as well, save a bit of time. And the E's are thermoblocked resistance augmented. Okay, so resistance augmented, thermoblock, and we'll pass that off to the other one. That's the utilities done. Right, what have you done next? Oh, it looks like it's keeping my... Wait a minute. It does know. ChatGPT does know my current build. I wonder if it's analysed that and reused a lot of their engineering on that. Okay, well, apparently it wants the reactive, which is what I already have on mine. Reactive surface composite. Thank God it's the same one, because this is not cheap. It says regular price, 346 million. Jesus. Right, reactive, and we're going to go with heavy duty deep plating on that. Maybe my experimental is different, I don't know, but I definitely have this already. Power plant. Okay, power plant is going with, let's A-rate this, and it's going with, let's A-rate everything unless we're told otherwise. I don't know whether life support will be A-rated. I don't see why it would, but let's A-rate everything else. Okay, so power plant, we want overcharged with thermal spreading. Again, considering the heat. Thrusters, dirty drags, I don't blame it. I'm just wondering whether it's taken that from my build. But that's okay. Yeah, this is power management. It's just weird that they're all on 3s, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter, does it? But anyway, life support, what are you going with? Yeah, see, exactly the same as me. It's weird. But that saves a lot of engineering. And we're going to go D-rated on that one. So life support lightweight. Distributor. Are you just copying off me? I'll have to go back to the very early build that it did before I showed it my build. I want to see whether it's making this stuff up or not. So charge enhanced. I've got a feeling my current Anaconda is this. And it's going with super conduits. Yeah, I think it's stealing my ideas. That was a distributor, wasn't it? That was an 8A. and sensors it's gone with lightweight, D-rated. See, I would change my mind on this now. Combat ship, I would want long range. Definitely, I'm going with long range. So I'm changing that one. I want, if I'm in a Has-Res, I want to see, you know, where are the good ships? Where are the big ships? And I want to be able to look far out to find them. So that's what we're doing with that one, long range sensor. It's been copying me. Let's have a look what it's done with the optionals then, because if it has put in a ship launch fighter and an SRV, oh wait a minute. Are they the optionals? Right, what have we got? 766. Option, it's, what? 77? We don't have 77. We don't have 2 class 7s. Alright, it's done 77655. We've got, this is a very different, what's it doing here? It's gone with a shield generator, reinforced high capacity. It's gone with 2 shield cell banks. One is a class 7. I don't think shield cell banks are going to generate heat like crazy, man. Right? They generate heat, don't they? It's got twin 5 class 5 hull reinforcement packages. It's got no shield reinforcement. Well, I don't know, guys, what's going on. I think I'm kind of being left to my own devices here. Let's see if I can find some text. Does it mention about the shields at the moment? I mean, I haven't put any in, so it wouldn't really do much. What about the armor? $2619. Yeah, I don't know about this, guys. Let's have a look. See if it's mentioned the internals a bit better than what I'm seeing here, because this is not really. Ah, wait a minute. Nope, that's my build. That's my build. That's no good. Right, so before you saw my build, you went with. Where's the shields? There. Yeah, it's convinced that there are 2 class 7 slots on an Anaconda. Alright, we're going to have to wing this then, guys. I'm going to go with buy weaves on this. Oh, but can you get class 7 buys? I think so, right? I don't know. Because every time I put buy weaves on, it's 6C. Oh, you can. Okay. We'll go with the same. We'll go with the same engineering though. So it wants reinforced high capacity. If you guys strongly disagree with any of this, let me know. Just say, no, don't do that. So I guess we're going to go with shield cell banks. But then that leaves us with a 6 that's left over. Okay, I know what I can do with that. And then we've got twin 5s, and then another 5 left over. Okay, I think I have an idea what I'm going to do here. So it's only specifying 2 shield cell banks, one at 7, one at 6. Obviously we can't do that, so we have to do 2 6s. I've got a feeling this is going to generate some freaking hellish heat. Let's just type in the word cell, and we want, are they A rated? Yeah. What's the heat generation going to be on these? Are they bad? I don't use them, guys, so I don't know. Rapid charge. Boss cells. See, now it's put shield cell bank reinforced. There isn't a reinforced. What the hell is specialized? Boot time is better. Shield bank heat is less megajoules. And the ammo is 50.6. Ah, you would have done the same. No, you haven't done any Anaconda combat. Yeah, I could do with a good one. And then we've got this one, which is the spin up time. Instead of 5 seconds, it's 3. So what is this then? If it's standard 5, does that mean that when I press the button to shield bank, it takes 5 seconds before it starts doing it? So, like, do it 5 seconds before your shields are going to break. And it lasts 7.6 seconds. Is specialized something I can just go and get? I don't have to have anything special for that. Maybe do one of each, guys. I don't know. They both only go to grade 4. Maybe do a shield cell bank with specialized and one with rapid charge. I don't know, I'm just winging it right now. So we'll put another one in there, and it will change the engineering to rapid charge. Right, now it hasn't budgeted for the other class 6, so I know what I'm going to do with that. So let's move down to the 5, and we've got twin hull reinforcement packages. Not Gull, that's on a Mercedes. Right, so Guardian hull reinforcement packages is probably a better deal, I would say. That gives 488. The equivalent here gives 390. Let's go with Guardian. We'll stick with Guardian on this one. We'll do another one there. And then we've got, that's all the 5s it's using. So now we've got 2 5s spare. It's even put me in a nice little fuel scoop, a class 4. All right, sure. I'm not convinced with this build at the moment, guys, if I'm honest. It's also fitted an auto field maintenance unit into the class 3 slot that we don't have. I'm just wondering though, when you're out doing combat, really all your repairs get done back at the station. You don't really do it in the field. It's an interesting idea though. Down in the 2, we have a module reinforcement package. I'm just wondering whether the extra thing I want to do is going to shoot the power over what we need, but it looks like we've got plenty there. The class 1 for a combat ship, I don't know. Cargo rack. Yeah, there's no cargo on this, so we can't be picking up stuff, which is fine. Detailed surface scanner. It's not needed on a combat ship, is it really? Interdictor. Class 1's not going to do a damn thing. Hatchbreak Olympic controller. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Just to have one on there. Shall we go with that? A class 1 shield generator. Oh my god. Let's do that. Let's stick a freaking thing on it. Let's be a little bit parity. There you go. Hatchbreak Olympic controller. So, what we're doing with this 5 hull reinforcement? Both of them? See, the thing is, we've got 2 here. I don't know whether to go with 2 more. What's our current armor? 3.5. Okay. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to add another one. That gives us 4,000, which is what it said. But I've kind of engineered that. Now, in the 6, I'm going to go with the Guardian Shield Reinforcement Package. And in the empty 5, I'm going to do that as well. Wait a minute. Because class 5 is the highest you can have, and we're in a class 6 slot. Okay. Then we have the fuel scoop. Don't need the SRB, don't need the fighter. Actually, yeah, let's put a fighter in. Let's add another shield. How are the shields now? 2,400. That's not fantastic. If we were to add another one, where are we at? 2,600. The shields are not mega. Okay. So what about ship-launched fighter then? A fighter bay. I don't know what the smallest one is. 5. All right. So we could lose... Should we lose a hull? A hull reinforcement package? Or... No, we can afford to lose a shield, I guess. But we can take one of these out and put a class 6 fighter thing in there. What does that give me though? Okay, so this gives me 8 ships and 2 vehicle slots, but I've only got 1 employee, so, and it also doubles the weight. Yeah, I need a class 4 with that. So, no, sorry, a 5. I need a 5. I wish we had a 4. I would have changed one of these out with it. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a fighter, but I don't know, do I get rid of one of the hulls? What about putting in a class 2 hull reinforcement package and then changing one of these class 5 hull reinforcements for a fighter? What do you think, guys? We are going to drop the hull down from 4,000 though. It'll go under. See, I wonder if the shields are only 2.6 raw, but is that counting the boosters as well? Does that count the boosters? And also we've got, well, shield cell banking's not going to make any difference. Yeah, does this include the boosters? It's got shield cell banks 5 times. It's got my regenerate, which is 5 minutes, and rebuild at 162. Interesting, because I'm tempted to slightly refit the Corvette as well, and I think I'd like to use the fighter in that. All right, let's see how this goes without the fighter, and if the hull holds up very well, assuming, like, if we don't break the shields in combat, if we can keep the shields up in combat, there's less need for the hull reinforcement, and we can take one off and replace it with a fighter. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, and we've still got room for a fuel scoop, which we don't really need, but there's one there. Yes, a lot of Guardian reinforcements. Yeah, I'd rather actually build up the shields, to be honest. I'd rather just have a lot of shield reinforcements. But we're okay on power. We're absolutely fine on power. But yeah, could do with another shield reinforcement package instead of the hull. But this is why we go out. These are not engineered, so we can swap and change these as we like. Let's just make sure everything is rated correctly. These shield cell banks are meant to be A's. The fuel scoop is an A. And we don't have an AFMU. Right, so let's now rename the ship to Anaconda ChatGPT RD, because we both had a hand in that one. Okay, now let's go add all to the wish list. We don't need everything because we do have shield boosters that have already got the engineering that we need. But if we were to add it all to the wish list, do we have all of the materials? Create new. There she is. Well, we need some stuff, but it depends. Wow. Oh, Jesus. What was this red symbol again? Oh, permit required. Okay, well, we're fine. Right. It depends, though. Because we've got a lot of this engineering done on the ship already. So we've got twin shield boosters resistance, which, let's see what the cadmium's for, because I don't really know. Oh, it's highlighted. Oh, I didn't know they did that. That's cool. So this is all the things it's used for, but what we are particularly using it for in this build is highlighted in blue. That is wicked. So this is for the shield booster and the power distributor. So we need 2 for the shield booster, supercapacitor, which I think I've got. Cracked industrials. Oh, now there's nothing in blue here. Okay, so is the blue then just because it's in our wish list? I don't know. So what's this? plasma accelerator dispersal field, but I'm not using that. And I'm not using dispersal field on the Canon either. We are using efficient plasmas, so this blue isn't really helping us. Okay, so this is what we're using it for. Irregular emission data. Receive 18 from trading 4 data mind wake exceptions. I do have 57 of those. But I can receive 27 by trading abnormal compact emission. Actually, I think I'd prefer to do this one. Receive 15 from trading. How many do I need? 12? 13, 14? Receive 15 from trading these because I've got 165 of them. Okay. And conductive, well, I don't know what the hell it's going to be used for. Cadmium. We need 38, we've only got 3. Shit. I can receive 36 by trading 12 ruthenium, which we just stocked up on at the Braintrees. We just did that. So yeah, we can do it. We can receive 36 by trading 12 ruthenium. This is the whole point of stocking up those Braintree materials, is to be able to do this. But we might not need it. And then with polymer capacitors, we need 19 and we've only got 9. And we can, okay, so we can trade 4 military supercapacitors. That's easy to do. And they're easy to find in high-grade emissions anyway. This is what you need to build an entire Anaconda then, apart from 2 hardpoints. Blueprints not available. Shield cell bank. Ooh. Well, I've probably never done one before. Who does shield cell banking? Oh, you're shitting me. Mel Brandon in Colonia. No! No! Can't we just switch ships? I think I've got a ship in Colonia. Obviously, when I was last up in Colonia, I didn't blueprint this because... Oh, right, so we can't synthesize... Oh, sorry, not synthesize, but we can't engineer the shield cell banks. Yeah, I've got to go to Colonia, though, to do it. Shit. Damn. How many jumps is it to Colonia? No, I'm not going to do it. It'll take me about 4 hours to get there. 3 or 4 hours to get there. And then back. You've got to get back as well. With the Mandalay, though, doing the Neutron Highway, we're looking about 3 to 4 hours. Just jumping and scooping. Alright. So, let's take this and let's go back into the game, which I think we're going to use. Is it display capture? No. Where's my game capture? Oh, I know, it's there. Game capture, there we go. Right, so that's what we need. We've got materials that we're short of, but we can material trade those. And now I think we should compare. Let's start with, I'm going to go back to the ship build and see what we've already got. We can forget hard points because they're totally different. Anything that we've got that matches, we can remove from the wish list. So we need shield boosters, 2 resistance augmented with thermoblock. Right, what do we have here? All right, all we need here then, okay, there's one. And there's another one. So we've got those. We'll make sure that they're not legacy. I don't think so, but we'll make sure. And the other two are heavy duty supercapacitors. And we've got those. So that means we've actually got a separate one there and another one there. So what this means is, wait a minute, why have I got less shields? Oh no, I've got more. I've got more. Yeah, my shields are 3.8. Where on this new build it's 2.6. Okay. What if I just keep the shield boosters in here as they are? Because we haven't even fitted a kill warrant scanner. What we'll do is we'll take off, if I remove one of these, a resistance and one heavy, and put in the two heat sinks, and then just say forget the point defense and forget the chaff launcher, and keep the kill warrant scanner. Oh man, it's so easy if you have like the cutter, because my cutter has got 6,000 shields, so I can play about with that.